Hey guys, what's going on? My name's ProfessorSnipe and welcome to another Battlefield Play for Free challenge. I believe that this is the 7th episode in the series, and today we're doing something that's really fun, and it is the Landmine Only challenge. I'll open the quotes for you here from Recon Soldier 98, and this is what he told me. I have a challenge for you, and it's to kill people with landmines only. You can pick any map and you can shoot at the landmine to kill enemies. And shout out to Recon Soldier 98. It's my Battlefield username, Sniper level 25, with a smiley face at the end. So thank you very much for this challenge, and here's your shout out. And enjoy your video, and yeah. So of course this challenge had to be done with my engineer, so I had no difficulty choosing which class to use. But then, right after that, I had to choose what map. So, I really didn't want to be in an infantry map because I would be outgunned and the blast radius of the mines would kill me. So I decided to pick a vehicle map. Then I thought Kharkiv, Mishtur, Myanmar, they have vehicles, but the gameplay is very infantry friendly. So I thought that I would have a hard time using the landmines only in that type of scenario. So then I had to pick between Dalian, Dragon Valley, and Oman. So I eliminated the Dragon Valley because it's such a dark map and it's very vertical, and I found it to be uncomfortable to be using the landmines only on this map. And with Dalian it was kind of the same thing. It was yet another uncomfortable map because some streets, they were so wide that, you know, if you're placing mines and you're hoping that they hit the perfect vehicle, it'd be nearly impossible. So I decided to stick to Oman. Which has vehicles, but some narrow streets and predictable vehicle placement. So you know where to, you're not going to waste too many mines, you're just going to place one knowing that the enemy is going to come there from that narrow street. So yeah, and next objective to tackle out of the way were training points. So I put my usual sprint speed, tactical reflexes, and improved threat awareness, but I also maxed out my mines, which is really not surprising because I needed to get as many mines as I could. And my best friend in this challenge was the XM25 grenade launcher. I did not max it out. I kept it at 2 points in that section because I found that if I have at least I believe 12 rounds, 12 shells of explosives, and if I have my 8 mines because I used the mine booster, then I would have, you know, a minimum to actually kill the enemy, so I don't really need to use that many points inside that section. So the reason I use the XM25 is because I use the splash damage to detonate the mines. So especially with that, I can shoot it at longer ranges and hit my mines without dying as much. So if I'm to use my primary weapon to detonate the mines, I would find that it's a bit more difficult because, especially if I'm at long range, I don't think my MP7 would really handle that situation very greatly. So I decided to use the XM25. And I also used the mine booster to get 8 mines in total. And I will apologize that I killed an enemy Apache with an RPG. The only reason I did that is because he was getting on my nerves and he was spawn killing. So since I wasn't an admin or a mod, and this was on the ST6 SEAL Team 6 Oman only server, so the Oman 24/7. So since there was no admin on or anything, I couldn't really do anything about it. So the best thing I could do was kill him, just to stop him or delay his spawn killing. So if there are any of you that are wondering where's my knife and my tracer dart, if they're missing, it's just because I took them off. I did not need to tracer dart anything nor use my knife since it was a landmines only challenge. So that's why I decided to use my slots wisely and place my XM25 right on my mouse button click. I mean my center mouse button click, like the scroll. So that normally replaces my mine. So when I scroll up, I throw the mine, and when I press, I take off my XM25. So then I can easily handle and the grenade launching and everything. So it would be easier for me. And yeah, one other thing I wanted to say, the primary weapon that I decided to use was the MP7 because in my opinion it's a nice personal defense weapon, and when you run with it, it doesn't block off any part of your screen, so then you can easily see where the enemies are or something like that, and it doesn't obstruct your way. And I also found that it's very small, you know, and compact, and it was good for shooting mines. And the attachments I was running on it were tactical stock, precision barrel, I think, or predator barrel, I'm not sure, but the most important were the high cap mags, because then with that I can get more ammunition per magazine, and I can get one extra magazine. So that, I think that got me all the way to 32 rounds and 128 rounds spared. So yeah, the problems I encountered with this challenge, there were many. So the first one were my mines not registering. So that was a major issue that I recently have been encountering, and that really disappointed me. I mean, I place a mine, and when a vehicle passes by it, it just detonates but doesn't deal any damage. And that really disappointed me because I'm waiting for the enemy to come. I'm planning this all out, and at the end it doesn't work, not because of my fault, but because the system doesn't register my mine. And which I found really disappointing. And yeah, like, it's kind of aggravating, and this is where I killed the Apache, but it's really aggravating because not only it doesn't kill him, but it kills me. Sometimes it says that I have had an accident because, you know, I want to kind of do like a suicide mine kill, but nothing happens to the enemy. But that was one issue. Another issue I had was staying alive. I mean, the mines have such a huge splash damage that it tends to kill you a lot. So I was not being followed by any medic in this gameplay, and I normally never get followed by any medic. I normally play lone wolf or something, but so the thing was that I had to rely on my bandages and my shots to stay alive. And I was only using two types of shots. I was using the normal adrenaline shot and then the advanced one. So, and I had to wait and pace myself so that they could regenerate, so I can heal myself faster and more effectively. So that was one other difficulty, and I also had to be stealthy to make sure that when I run up behind someone and place my mines, he doesn't spot me and kill me. So it was also difficult when I encountered two or more enemies, and so normally I can most probably deal with one guy running at me. I can just kind of fade away and then place my mine, and as soon as he pops in trying to kill me, I'll just detonate my mine with my XM25. But when there were two people, they would normally outsmart me and kill me. So that was one challenge. Another sort of small challenge inside the bigger challenge. And yeah, one other thing, if they had shotguns, yeah, that was really hard, because shotguns, I mean, if you get hit by it once, most probably you're dead. And you know, normally I would try to, normally when I used to get hit, yeah, that was a fail, but normally when I would get hit, I would just hit my adrenaline shot so I can get my health right away. And was there anything else? Yeah, in this gameplay, noticed that the Apache was breaking the rules, but it was also really killing us with his anti-armor missiles. So getting out of his way was another challenge, because I had to use as much cover as I could, and like, that's a perfect example of what he's doing. He's just waiting for us to come out of that kind of train section on B where we all spawn, and when we get off, he just kills us with his anti-armor thing, and it's really hard to avoid him because he has such a big splash damage and, you know, all of that, and it really was a hard thing to avoid. But fortunately I did kind of avoid him. And yeah, and luckily when I placed down my mines, sometimes when I would die, the remaining of my mines would actually detonate and kill an enemy, which was pretty fortunate for me. And yeah, there's really not else I should say about this. It was just fun to do in general. I really enjoyed this challenge. It was hard, but it was extremely fun. I recommend anyone to try this out, and I highly suggest the XM25 grenade launcher to detonate the mines. And if you want to go shooting with bullets, shooting the mines with bullets, go ahead, but it might be really hard because you won't really have the time to aim down, especially if you have an enemy coming straight towards you and shooting at you, and you need something to really fade away and use. I would suggest the XM25, and I would also suggest to get on Oman, because then you can stick to the narrow streets and the tight alleyways, and then you can use the D flag to get your kills. So that's something I was using. And yeah, that's a perfect example of the XM25. I mean, I didn't have to shoot, I could just go away and then just really jump out and easily kill the enemy. So not much I should say about this. Well, I'm just gonna end this one right here. The final score is 25 and 11, so it was, and I did get the highest like first place, but the person on the other team, the spawn killer, he got the best engineer thing, so it really didn't bother me as much. Just that he was breaking the rules were the thing that kind of got on my nerves, and I decided to take him out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you have any requests, make sure to inbox me now, because I'm no longer taking the challenges by comment due to the difficulty of finding the video, comment, the person's name, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, make sure, like Recon Soldier did, he inboxed me right after my previous video, well, my comeback video kind of thing, and he inboxed me right away and asked for this challenge. So yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed the video, and if you did, consider subscribing for more awesome Battlefield Play Free content. This is Professor Snipe, and have a great day.
Cleared and under control. Enemy infantry spotted. Enemy infantry spotted. I got what looks like an enemy sniper.